Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, dear students. Once again, I welcome you all in our online teaching platform. Today, we are going to continue our part 2 of chapter 4, Science, that is carbon and its compound. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about the versatile nature of carbon. Now you know about this word versatile. It's an English word. Versatile means when one thing is capable of doing many things, then that versatile word is used. When anything is reacting in a special and a unique way, so then that versatile word is used. So versatile means unique way of reacting, and unique property that one possess is known as versatile nature. So this versatile nature is also possessed by our carbon. As you know, carbon is our fundamental element. So what are that versatile nature that we are going to learn in detail in this topic now. So as far as versatile nature of carbon is concerned, dear students, it has two versatile property. So let's start with the first property. The first property is the catenation property of carbon. So before understanding this property in detail, let's define this word catenation and its property. Okay? So what is catenation? Catenation means the ability of an atom to form a bond with its similar atom. So that property is known as catenation property. जब एक एटम अपने ही जैसे दूसरे एटम के साथ बॉन्ड बना सकता है, अपने ही जैसे सिमिलर लाइक एटम के साथ जब वो बॉन्ड बनाता है, तो उस बॉन्ड बनाने की एबिलिटी को कैटिनेशन प्रॉपर्टी कहते हैं. Now it's no doubt that property is possessed by many non-metals. Carbon is generally termed as non-metal element. So that property of catenation is possessed by many of the elements: oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, many of them. But this catenation property is very wide as far as your carbon is concerned. Okay, if we talk about the oxygen, in oxygen you can see the two oxygen atom combining with one another. Nitrogen also only two nitrogen atom combined with one another. Phosphorus, four phosphorus atom combining with each other. Sulfur, that is S8, in that 8 sulfur atom is combined with each other. So in all those compound you can easily see in this two oxygens are combined with one another. In this two nitrogens are combined with one another. In this phosphorus molecule, 4 phosphorus atom, dear students, 4 phosphorus atoms are combined with each other. In sulfur molecule, 8 sulfur atoms are combined with each other. So in short, what I want to say is that catenation is a property which make atom able to form a bond with its own atom. एक एटम को अपने ही जैसे दूसरे एटम के साथ बॉन्ड बनाने की एक एबिलिटी प्रोवाइड करता है कैटिनेशन प्रॉपर्टी. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू कार्बन, so carbon has a very long range of this catenation property, because in carbon there is no limit that how many carbon will form a bond with one another. Carbon has as much as possible 100 carbons, 1000 carbon, lakh carbons. That much carbon can form a continuous chain of carbon atom by bonding with one another. यानी कार्बन के अंदर 8 या 9 या 10 या 50 और 100 की बात नहीं होती. कार्बन 100 कार्बन्स, 1 लाख कार्बन्स भी अपने साथ एक कंटिन्यूस चेन बना सकते हैं बाय मींस ऑफ कैटेनेशन प्रॉपर्टी. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी possessed by an carbon, and that property is catenation property, by means of which a carbon can form a bond with its carbon of its own kind. Okay, then second property is valency of carbon. Okay, now valency of carbon is for how we came to know about this. As we know, the electronic configuration is carbon is means atomic number of carbon is 6. If I convert this electronic configuration into a electronic configuration, what I will get is 2 4. In that 2 is my k orbit and 4 is in my L orbit. That L is my outermost orbit in which 4 electrons are present. How many electrons are present? 4 electrons are present. So that 4 is known as valency of carbon. Whatever the number of valence electrons are present in the outermost shell of an atom is known as the valency of that atom, dear students. So as we see that carbon having the atomic number 6 and the configuration 2 4, we can easily see that carbon has 4 electron in its outermost orbit. So that 4 electron means what? Carbon will have 4 valency. That carbon is tetravalent, dear students. Now this word is come from this valency 4. 4 means tetra. Tetravalent means a atom which is capable of forming 4 monovalent electronic bond, you can say electrovalent bond. Covalent bond is also known as electrovalent bond. Okay, so you can see that carbon having 4 electron in its outermost orbit, that's why its valency is 4. That's why it is known as tetravalent. Why? Because it can form 4 bonds with other atom. Now when it comes to bonding, dear student, when it comes to bonding, there is no limitation in the case of carbon, students. That means what we can see, some of the elements have limitation that they can form bond with so and so atoms only. They can't form bond with all the elements exists in the nature. But that property is possessed by carbon, dear student. Carbon has the ability to form bond with any of the atom of element. वो किसी के साथ भी बॉन्ड बना सकता है, कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है. कार्बन ऑक्सीजन के साथ भी बॉन्ड बना सकता है, दैट इज CO2. कार्बन हाइड्रोजन के साथ बॉन्ड बना सकता है, दैट इज CH4. कार्बन सल्फर के साथ बॉन्ड बना सकता है, दैट इज CH2. ओके, सो कार्बन हैज अ वाइड रेंज ऑफ बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन. It can form bond with its own kind of atom as well as with other kinds of atom. वो अपने जैसे कार्बन के भी साथ बॉन्ड बना सकता है और दूसरे एटम के साथ भी बॉन्ड बना सकता है. So these two are the versatile nature possessed by your carbon. Okay, did you get it, dear students? Now we are going to see the next topic, that is types of covalent compound. Okay, now dear students, generally whatever the covalent compounds are formed by carbon, they are generally termed as hydrocarbon compounds. So what is hydrocarbon compound, dear students? Those compounds which are made of carbon and hydrogen only. Those compounds which have only carbon and hydrogen in their structural formula. Such compounds are known as hydrocarbon. Okay, such compounds are known as hydrocarbons, and these hydrocarbons, dear students, are classified into 2 types as far as your syllabus is concerned, and those 2 types are saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons, dear students. Did you get me what I said? I said hydrocarbons means those compounds which are made up of hydrogen and carbon only, and such compounds are known as hydrocarbon, and hydrocarbons are classified into 2 types, and those 2 types are saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. So what do you mean by that saturated and unsaturated word? It's very simple, dear student. Whatever the name saturated and unsaturated given to any hydrocarbon compound, it depends on the type of bond it has in its structure. यानी किसी भी हाइड्रोकार्बन कंपाउंड को सैचुरेटेड या अनसैचुरेटेड ये जो नाम दिया जाता है ना, वो डिपेंड करता है कि उसके स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर किस तरह की बॉन्ड एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. As far as bond is concerned, we have 3 types of bond, dear student: single bond, double bond and triple bond. When 2 atoms has only 1 bond between them, it's a single. When they have more than 1 bond, that is 2 bond, it's double. And when atoms share 6 electron between one another, then they have 3 bonds between them, which is known as triple bond. So when there is a carbon-carbon single bond, dear student, carbon-carbon single bond between 2 carbon atom, then those carbon compounds are known as saturated carbon compounds or saturated hydrocarbons. When you have carbon-carbon double bond, as well as carbon-carbon triple bond, then such carbon compounds or such hydrocarbon compounds are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons or carbon compounds. So I hope you got this topic, and it's very easy to understand, dear student. First of all, what is hydrocarbon? So compound which contain hydrogen and compound in its structure is hydrocarbon. right? Now what are its type? It's of two type, that is saturated and unsaturated. What is saturated? When carbon carbon single bond, whatever the compound you are having, whatever the carbon chain is there in its structure, if in all that chain whatever the carbons are existing, all carbon are having only single bond, dear student, only single bond between them, then such compounds are classified as saturated hydrocarbon or saturated carbon compounds. And if your compound carbon chain contain at least one or more than one double or triple bond between the two carbon, then such hydrocarbons, such carbon compounds are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons or unsaturated carbon compounds. Okay, did you get this topic? So this is all about the types of hydrocarbon, dear students. Now let's see some further details about this topic, hydrocarbon. Just now we have learned about the type of hydrocarbon based on the type of bond between the carbon it possesses. Okay, now we are going to learn further. These hydrocarbons are of three types. Okay, that is alkane, alkene and alkyne. Okay, carbon has further classified into these three categories, and all these three categories are known as homologous series, dear student. What do you mean by that? That we will see later on in our session. Let's start with this three word now. Hydrocarbons based on the carbon-carbon bond they possess, they are specifically termed as alkane, alkene and alkyne. What is alkane? When your hydrocarbon-carbon contains single bond. Whenever there is a carbon-carbon single bond, then such hydrocarbons are known as alkane. When your carbon-carbon means your compound contain carbon-carbon double bond, then such compounds are known as alkene. When your compound contain carbon-carbon triple bond, then they are known as alkyne, dear students. That means the topic is same. Hydrocarbons either having carbon-carbon means either they will have carbon-carbon single bond or carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond, based on which they are classified into two categories, that was saturated and unsaturated. Apart from that, dear student, apart from that, specifically if we see this thing, if there is a carbon-carbon single bond in the hydrocarbon compounds, then they are known as alkane. If there is carbon-carbon double bond between the carbon-carbon double bond in the compound, then such compounds are known as alkene type of hydrocarbons. And if your hydrocarbon compounds contain carbon-carbon triple bond, then they are known as alkyne. Okay, dear students, got it? Now this whatever the hydrocarbons are there, whatever the structure they possess, they are of different types. So based on structure, okay, we have three types of carbon skeleton. First, open chain or normal chain. Open chain and normal chain carbon compounds. For example, I am writing the carbon skeleton like this: carbon, 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 carbon. So here you can see whatever the carbons are there in this compound, whatever the carbon chain, it's a straight linear chain. There is no branch. All the carbons are attached or connected to one another in a straight line. There is no branch in between the chain. Then such carbon chain containing compounds are known as open chain or normal chain compounds. Now next is branch chain. Okay, branch chain carbon compounds. So what is branch chain carbon compounds? Now I am writing the same example, but this time I will put some branch in that chain like this: carbon, 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 carbon and carbon. But here we will have a branch. Now you can see whatever the straight carbon chain is there, in that straight carbon chain, in one of the carbon I have given some extra branch to that chain. So whenever that such extra branch is present in a continuous chain of a carbon, then such structure containing compounds are known as branch chain compounds. Okay, then our third one is ring chain carbon compounds, dear student. So what is ring chain carbon compounds? When there is a ring like this, carbon, 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 carbon and carbon. You can see I can write this like this also, or I can write like this. Okay, so this is a 6 carbon chain. What is the peculiarity of this structure? The one, suppose I start from this carbon and I complete the one round, I come back to that same carbon only. That means there is no end. You have same carbon as a start or as the end of that chain. So then such structure is known as ring chain compound. Okay, so based on this structure, dear student, hydrocarbons are being classified as open chain carbon compounds, branch chain carbon compounds and ring chain carbon compounds. In open chain carbon compounds, you will have a straight chain of a carbon atom. That means you will have two ends of a chain, one at which your carbon chain start and the one at which your carbon chain end. For branch chain compound, you will have the same structure as normal chain, but in between, whatever the in between carbon atoms are there, those carbon atoms contain extra branch, extra carbon with them. That extra carbon is known as branch of that chain. So such branch containing compounds are known as branch chain carbon compounds. And the last category is, dear student, in which at the carbon from which your chain start to that same carbon your chain ends also. आप जिस कार्बन से शुरू करते हो उसी कार्बन पे आपकी चेन खत्म भी हो जाती है. So it's a ring, cyclic ring you got in the chain. So such carbon containing hydrocarbons, carbon chain containing hydrocarbons are known as ring chain compound. Okay, dear students, did you get it? Okay, so that's all for today's session. In today's session, what we have learned about the versatile nature of carbon. In that we learn about its catenation property and the ability to form bond with various types of atom. Okay, then we have learned about the types of covalent compound, in which we have learned about the hydrocarbons, the compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon as their structural unit. They are being classified into two categories based on the bond they possess, that is saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons have carbon-carbon single bond, whereas unsaturated hydrocarbons have carbon-carbon double or carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, apart from that, specifically hydrocarbons are further classified into three parts, that is alkane, alkene and alkyne. In alkane, carbon-carbon single bond is there. In alkene there is carbon-carbon double bond, and in alkyne there is carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, dear student, and based on this structure, they have been classified into three categories again, that is open chain, branch chain and ring chain. Okay, I hope you got the topic clearly. We will see you in our next lecture. As a homework, whatever the topic I taught to you, you have to revise it and practice it at your home for your exam. Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye, dear students.